biggest cause of mortality in children under 5 in Africa. 2010 figures are around 700,000 children dying from malaria in Africa. And 90% of the malaria cases are in Africa. The research that we do at Wits University is making sure that we understand the malaria mosquitoes themselves before we even start to look at the insecticide resistance. And the other focus area is looking at novel ways of killing mosquitoes. We have done some research into using fungi. The only problem is, how do you use the fungi out in the field in a way that's not going to be harmful to humans or to other organisms, because we have to think about the environment. The insectary is our most valuable asset. And we have, I think we've got about 30 different strains of mosquitoes from 5 different species, all of them theoretically capable of transmitting malaria, but it's a fabulous resource. It's the best in Africa, the biggest in Africa. South Africa's problems with HIV and with TB is a much bigger problem for South Africa's health services than malaria is. And it's a huge drain on the health services, and most of the funding that we have has got to go into those important diseases. But the minute you go across our borders, malaria becomes much, much more important. So there's a lot of interest at the moment in controlling malaria in Africa. There's a lot of money being poured in to governments to set up control programs. So the World Bank, the Global Fund for AIDS, TB and malaria are supporting malaria big time. South Africa has an extremely good malaria control program, and it's been in place since the 1950s. And we've never managed to go for 1 year without malaria transmission. They've been around for millions of years. They are co-adapted with the parasite and us humans. And everything we throw at them, they've got a way of getting around it. We're not going to solve this problem overnight. In fact, we're not going to solve this problem before I retire, unfortunately.